Hi guys, so we're talking about 3 things that can destroy your Porsche. I've recently been speaking to quite a few people who are brand new into the world of Porsche ownership, and these guys are just simply not aware of the 3 things that I'm going to tell you about in this video. So I'm guessing if they don't know about it, there's probably going to be some of you guys out there who don't know about it either. So I'm really making this video to make sure that you don't fall into these 3 traps. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to talk about is getting in the car, starting the engine and driving off. You see, there are 2 misconceptions about what you're supposed to do. The first misconception is that you get in the car, start the engine, drive it and just give it beans straight away. Not true, don't follow that advice. The second misconception is that you need to start the engine, let it warm up, let it get up to the temperature, then you can drive off and give it beans. Not true, don't follow that advice. You see, what you should be doing is getting into the car, driving it straight away, but making sure that you keep the revs low, under 2000 RPM, until the engine is up to temperature. Once the engine's up to temperature, then you can give it beans. And when I say up to temperature, I mean oil temperature, not the water temperature. If you don't believe me, that's fine, but all you need to do is check the user manual. Here it is in the 997 user manual, here it is in the 981 owner's manual, even the latest 992 manual shares the same information. In fact, they all do. You see, the problem with not following this procedure is that bore scoring can occur. There are lots of blogs and videos online, so check those out about bore scoring if you get a spare few minutes. But ultimately, it may cause your car to need an engine rebuild, which can cost around about £10,500, which is about $13,000, not a route that anyone wants to go down. The second thing that can destroy your Porsche is simply not sticking to the service schedule. Each Porsche has its own unique service schedule. These 2 in fact are very similar in that they need a minor service every 10,000 miles or every 1 year, or they need a major service every 20,000 miles or every 2 years. Now, the problem with not servicing your car regularly is that the performance will seriously deteriorate. Air filters will get clogged up, meaning the engine can be starved of air, which means it ends up suffocating. Over time, the oil will become solidified, gradually turning into sludge, which will obstruct oil from reaching components like bearings, camshafts, and other valve train parts. In summary though, if you don't service it properly, breakdowns will increase, lifespan will shorten, resale value will drop, warranties may even become invalid, emissions will increase, and you'll get poor fuel economy. I know most Porsche owners aren't that bothered about fuel economy, but still, it's nice to save a few pennies as and when you can. Now, while we're on the subject of looking after your Porsche, I'd highly recommend this tool. It's the iCarSoft POR version 3.0 tool, and it covers pretty much all Porsche models, right from the 986, 996 era, right through to the 992 Taycan era. So it's going to allow you to run health checks on your car, and allow you to do service resets, any service or special function resets that you need to do. If you've got a dashboard warning light, it'll allow you to diagnose those warning lights, reset the faults, reset the warning lights. For anything like check engine, ABS, PSM, airbags, service resets, as I say, roof problems, DPF problems, you name it, it'll do DPF regenerations on diesel vehicles. It packs a lot of software into one powerful tool, and I'd highly recommend it for any Porsche owner. So if you are interested, I'll put the link in the description below this video. The third thing that can destroy your Porsche is, well, first of all, let's take a look at the consequences of not doing this third thing and see if you can figure out what this third thing is. IMS bearing has been linked to this thing. Fuel and moisture can build up in the oil, and if that fails, then you're looking at a £10,000 upwards rebuild. You'll probably get flat spots on all of your tyres. The battery will go flat, your dashboard will light up like a Christmas tree, you'll get check engine, airbag, ABS, PSM, traction control warning lights on your dashboard. Oil can deteriorate, fuel will become gummed up, and other fluids will solidify and cause corrosion. Now, you probably worked it out, but the third thing that can destroy your Porsche is simply not driving it. Get out there, drive your cars like they're supposed to be driven, otherwise everything I've just talked about will happen to your car without fail. Don't drive it like your grandma would to church and back on a Sunday morning. Make sure you're putting your foot down, drive it in a spirited manner, but obviously wait till the engine's up to temperature before you go ahead and do that. Look, I don't want to sound like I'm teaching a granny how to suck eggs, but you know, there are a lot of new Porsche owners out there who just simply don't know this kind of thing, and they'll only learn the hard way. So I'm telling you now in the hope that you don't end up going down that route. And that's it, guys. So I hope you've learned something from this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll be doing lots more Porsche hints, tips and guides on this very channel. See you soon. See you next time.